have some announcements this morning. And AJ, I'm sorry, I have not changed some of the dates in there, so some of these dates, like the one up here, may not be exactly accurate. So, Diving Deeper will be this Thursday, that's July 9th, just in case you're a little confused. July 9th, it'll be at 6 o'clock. We've been having some really good time in Diving Deeper. So this past Thursday, I wasn't able to be there in person, so I went on Zoom. So I tried that out myself, and I can tell you, it works pretty good. So even though everyone else is kind of around the room, you can hear everyone perfectly fine on there. It's a really good way to interact. So if you're able to be here in person, that'd be awesome. We'd be over here in the prayer room. At 6 o'clock, we go to about 7. If you're not able to be here for any reason, we do have it on Zoom. It's actually really nice to be able to meet online. So especially this past Thursday, I wasn't feeling that well, but I really want to still be a part of things. So cool that I was actually able to still be a part of that at home. So do have that option for you. If you ever need any help setting up Zoom, any help getting into the Zoom call, please let me know. I can walk you through that. I can help you out with that. If that's something you'd like me to do after service, that works. Maybe sometime this week you think I really want to go diving deeper. If I need some help getting Zoom to work, let me know. Send me a text, give me a call. I'll help you out with that. So, we only have 3 more sessions of Diving Deeper. The cool thing about Diving Deeper, it's not a series, so if you miss 1 week, you're not going to be thrown through a loop the next week then. It's not like a TV series where you miss 1 episode and now you have to get caught up. So that's not how this one works. What we do is we take a look at the sermon the week before, the Sunday before, and we just talk through it a little bit. Maybe there's something that we can go over again. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe there's something that you're like, man, I never thought of this before. It's really cool when we do that because everyone picks something different out of the sermon. It's one way that we can better remember kind of what was said Sunday. Because let's be honest, by Thursday, sometimes we forget. So that's really cool. And to be able to go through some of these questions is one thing when you answer it yourself. And you use that as in your kind of self-reflection or your prayer time. But man, when you hear someone else answer that question, it's like, oh, I never thought of that before. I never saw it that way before. It's really cool. It's a really good way for us to learn from one another. It's a really good way for us to help build each other up. When it comes to discipleship, I think this is the best thing that we do. So, if you're able to be here 6 o'clock on Thursday, means that 3 more weeks before you take another 6-week break. So, make sure you're here for that. Then we do have Drive-Thru Prayer. This date is correct. This Saturday, July 11th, from 10:30 to 11:30, we'll be right here at church. There's so many different ways you can help out with this. We have some signs you can hold up by the road. You can pray for those that come through. You can just sit. You can take a chair and just sit out by the doors and just soak everything in and just watch as everything is unfolding in front of you. It really is such a cool time. So it's this Saturday from 10:30. This Saturday from 10:30 to 11:30, so just an hour of your time. And if you can only be here for a half hour, that's fine too. But, when we have a large group of us, it says something to the community around us. That speaks volumes to the people that live around us. And some of the people that drive by, they don't even live in the community, and they're still being blessed by this ministry. We had one young man that came through a few weeks back, about a month and a half ago, something like that, from Tennessee, from Kentucky. He lives down in Amboy. Yep. I don't know why he was in Rockford, but he was in Rockford. And just felt the Spirit that you need to ask for prayer. I mean, that's so cool that we have people who don't even live in town that are being affected by this ministry. That's awesome. So if you want to see for yourself what God is doing through this, come this Saturday from 10:30 to 11:30. You won't regret it. All right, AJ. We do have a concert then on July 17th. Doors will open at 5:30. Concert will then start at 6:30. This will be over at Faith Center off of Route 2, right off the bypass. If you haven't seen the Down East Boys, they've only been here, what, 30 times?
Not that.
32, something like that. But if you've never seen the Down East Boys in concert, holy cow, that is a fun concert. They do such a good job of just having a good time at the same time. It's not about them. It's such a good concert. It's my favorite concert of the year.
I think so.
I love it. So if you've never seen the Down East Boys in concert, now's your chance. July 17th, doors open at 5:30. Pastor Dan Hernandez will open for them at 6:30, and then they will take the stage at 7. So it's going to be a phenomenal night. So make sure you put that in your calendars. That next day, on July 18th, we have a game night here at the church. 4 o'clock. I had some people mention that last week. 4 o'clock, not 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock here at the church, just in a couple weeks. That's 2 weeks from yesterday. So, less than 2 weeks away. We're going to have a game night. Feel free to bring any games you want to bring. If you want to bring some food, feel free to do so. But we're just going to have a fantastic night. And I don't have this up there. But that next day, July 19th, is going to be our family dinner. Now, we only have a couple weeks for that, so I don't have the sign-up sheet back there yet. That will be up there next week. But I was thinking about pushing beef fruit to them, but there's some kind of questions up in the air if that's going to be a thing or not. So I had someone mention Alpine View. Unless there's anyone that says no, I think we'll plan Alpine View in 2 weeks. That sound okay? Just right over here in the corner. 30 seconds away. We could walk there if we really wanted to. I don't want to, but we could. But that will be July 19th. So 2 weeks from today, we'll be over at Alpine View for lunch. We'll make sure that we'll have a sign-up sheet. Because there's not a whole lot of time in between you have to make sure you sign up next week, because we're going to let them know like next Friday or so how many people to expect. So please make sure if you're planning to go, please make sure you put your name on the list next week. All right? If you're not going to be here next week and you're planning to go, let me know. I'll put it up there for you. All right? So what else we got there, AJ? July 21st, that's a Tuesday night. We're going to start a church membership class. That's for anyone that has never had membership in Church of Nazarene and you would like to be a member of this church. We're going to have this class. I have at least 2 people that are interested in this. We're going to meet right here in the sanctuary. I'm hoping to go for about an hour or so. So from 6 to about 7, we're going to watch a video. We're going to kind of discuss kind of what we just heard. So I believe this is a 6-week course. So every Tuesday from July 21st for the next 6 weeks. So starting that up in just a couple weeks. Then Church in the Park will be August 9th. So once again, do not be here August 9th because we won't be here. Lights will be off, doors will be locked. So we will be over at Anapage Park on the west side of town. That's off of Springfield, right?
Yes.
I know where it's at, I just can't think what road it's on. But off of Springfield on the west side of town, we've been there before. So we're going to have a fantastic time then. if you want to invite someone to church, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. I know some people, they're not really too sure about coming to a church, but maybe you let them know there's a picnic. You let them know there's games afterwards. We're going to be meeting in the park. You might be more apt to come. So if there's someone like you invite, let them know August 9th at 10:30 regular service time. We'll be over at Page Park. Then we are looking at having a free garage sale once again. So I know we already have some stuff that's out in the coat room. So if you have anything like to donate for that, feel free to leave it in there. And a few of us are going to take whatever's in the coat room, bring it downstairs. So that way, no one has to look at bags full of clothes and stuff for a few weeks. So, but feel free to leave it there. We'll take it down for you. We're still trying to figure out the date. Right now, we're looking at Saturday, August 1st. So when I have that set in stone, I should know by next week what date we're going to do, but we're taking a look at August 1st. So I think we might do, I think we did like 9 to like 1 or something like that last year. So that's probably what we'll do this year as well. So when I have those details, I'll have them next week. I'll let you know. So you can be planning for that. But feel free to start bringing your stuff in next Sunday. So like I said, you can just leave it there in the coat closet, and we'll move it down for you so that we don't have to worry about carrying things down the stairs or anything. Do we have anything else, AJ? Awesome.
Pastor, we do have 2 concerts in July.
We do.
July 31st at 7 o'clock at Bay Center will be the original Blackwood Brothers. As far as original, I mean the son of the original Blackwood Brother. Billy and the boys will be
I
here.
forgot they're going to be here
Yep.
still in July.
So that's always a big one. So
That's a fun concert. I was on it the first time, I think, last year.
yeah.
And that's such a cool, if you want to know a lot of the history of really not just gospel music, but country music in general. I mean, they do such a good job of kind of, not only are they just phenomenal, but they do a really good job of kind of bringing down the road of how gospel music, how Christian music has evolved over the years, kind of how it started till where it's at now. It's really cool. I love how they did that before. So yeah, keep July 31st. Is anyone open for them?
No, not at this point. So it's 7 o'clock.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, let's continue our time of worship this morning. We're going to be in Romans chapter 7 this morning. Before we dive into scripture, I just want to share a couple praises, if I may. I got a text from Randy last night. So they've been having a long road trip for the past week or so. I think they left last Friday. So went down to Tennessee to visit some of Florida's family. Now they're on their way to Arizona to visit some of Randy's family. All by car. That's a fun trip. So yesterday they found themselves in New Mexico. on the way to Arizona there. You had to go through New Mexico. So you're going through New Mexico and the gas light comes on. So, and in their truck, that means 50 miles. They have 50 miles till they're out of gas. Now, if you know anything about the West, there's some places in Illinois where it's a little tricky to find gas stations. Out west, that's no joke. Like you miss one exit, you may have to wait another 70 miles till you can get another gas station. So they get to the next exit, they're at 0. So they're looking, trying to find a gas station. The last thing they want to be is stranded alongside the road in New Mexico, of all places. They find an Amazon plant, so they stop there. And I think it was one of the workers, Randy was able to get one of the workers' attention. Said, well, how about this? There's a gas station just down the road here. I will follow you to make sure that you don't run out of gas on your way there. Wow. So they were able to get to the gas station safely, never ran out of gas. Able to get there to the gas station. So Randy wanted me just to mention that to you, that there's 2 praises there. Number one, they're able to make it.
Yes.
I mean, it's a miracle in itself that they were able to make it that far. But secondly, there's that guy that was willing to help them out. And that's amazing. And I have a personal praise I wanted to share. I have not been broadcasting this. I know some of you know, some of you don't. So if you don't know, it's just, I'm not trying to spread it out too much. But I ended up leaving the bank back in January. So for the past 6 months, I've been looking for a job outside the church. It's a little hard to find a job at the moment. It's not easy out there. So I got a call back on Thursday. I got a job. I started the 20th. So that's, let me just tell you this. My hope was to have a job in March or April. That was my hope. By the time I got to May, I started getting a little scared. You don't know what you're going to be doing with finances. You don't know, do I need to ration things out? Am I okay going and grabbing a bite to eat right now? Do I need to buy more groceries and stuff? So there's a lot of planning you have to do and not knowing how much time you have. That's hard. But you know what? God knows what He's doing. Yes. I mean, this job is a really good opportunity. It's a really good job. I wouldn't be able to find this job if I had deadline of April. Because I had a few interviews and it was not going to be good. It was not going to work. So He knew what He was doing. So let that just be a testament to you that if you're going through a time and your timeline is kind of scaring you at the moment, you don't know what's going to happen. If it's in God's hands, His timeline might be a little different from yours. But it'll work out. It'll be perfectly fine. And I also just want to let you know, because the job's up in Janesville. So I know there might be some concerns and questions that you may have. So I just want to let you know there's really no changes when it comes to how things were at the bank to where things are here. Yeah, I'm about 30 minutes further away from the church, but same rules apply. If there is an emergency, if you need me to rush to the hospital right then and there, give me a call. I will have my phone on my desk. So I see your call, I will take your call. And if I need to leave, I will leave. They know I'm a pastor. In both my interviews, that came up. So they know that. So if there's an emergency, let me know. If you need to get in touch with me and it's not an emergency, send me a text. I may not get back to you right message the text, but I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So the only change there is I won't be making hospital visits during my lunch break. Unless I have one day I work at home. So unless it's one of those days. But I will still be making kind of hospital visits or anything after work. So if I need to make any rounds, you can expect me a little bit later, kind of in the evening. But But I know working up in Janesville, there might be some concerns there, so I just want to put your minds at ease. I will still be available, and if you really, really need, there's an emergency, I have a drop what I'm doing, and I'll come down. All right? Now, one of the things that drive me crazy with technology nowadays are updates. I hate updates. They drive me nuts. It seems like they get something working perfectly, and then they update it, and it doesn't work. Then you just wait for new updates. That, okay, maybe this is not fixing the bugs. Maybe it's going to be as good as it was before. It never is. It never seems to actually get to that point. Right when it gets to that point, new update. Do the cycle again. Now I remember, especially back, you remember Apple back in the days, if you ever had an iPad, an iPhone, luckily Apple doesn't do this anymore, but it used to be that thing only lasted you a couple of years. New updates would come out and it wasn't compatible with the device, so you had to go and buy the new one. Seems like every time I buy a phone, the new version comes out. And I'm just hoping and praying I can get 5 years of use out of this phone before I have to buy a new one. It's annoying. You get a device, and within a few years, it's outdated. You can't use it. It is now considered ancient. Romans chapter 7, we're going to be reading the full chapter here. So it's a little bit longer passage. It's like 25 verses, something like that, but we'll get through it here. Do you not know, brothers and sisters, for I'm speaking to those who know the law, that the law has authority over someone only as long as that person lives? For example, by law, a married woman is bound to her husband as long as he is alive, but if her husband dies, she is released from the law that binds her to him. So then, if she has sexual relations with another man while her husband is still alive, she is called adulteress. But if her husband dies, she is released from that law, and is not an adulteress if she marries another man. So, my brothers and sisters, you also died to the law through the body of Christ, that you might belong to another, to him who raised from the dead, to him who is raised from the dead, in order that we might bear fruit for God. For when we were in the realm of the flesh, the sinful passions aroused by the law were at work in us, so that we bore fruit for death. But now, by dying to what once bound us, we have been released from the law, so that we serve in the new way of the Spirit, and not in the old way of the written code. What shall we say then? Is the law sinful? Certainly not.